Hello everyone and welcome to Beginner's Code, a place for you to learn with me as I dive deeper into the coding world. Before I start, this video is brought to you by SiteGround. If you're looking for a hosting service that is fast, reliable and has great customer service, please do check out the link in the description below. This is an affiliate link, so if you do end up being a SiteGround customer through my link, I will receive a little and this will be extremely beneficial for the channel. Or if you're wanting to learn more about Python, then make sure you check out my website, Instagram or GitHub for projects. The links for these will all be in the descriptions below, so please do check them out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me as I teach you through the basics. Today we are going to be creating a password generator with a graphical user interface, which allows a user to choose the length of the password and it will generate a password for them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just import the Tkinter library. So from Tkinter we will import all, and then from Tkinter we will also import TTK. We're going to then import random and import string. Next we're going to create a function that will basically generate a password depending on the amount of numbers a user has entered. So if they enter a password or want a password of 9 digits or letters, then they will retrieve a password of 9 digits or letters. So we will create a function called generate, and then we will use a password variable which we will set in a minute. And we are going to use the method set, and we will pass in an empty string and then the .join method. And we are going to be joining random.choices of data and then k equals integer of n.get. And what this basically means is we will grab random choices of the data, which we will set in a minute, and it will be returned k amount of times. And this n.get will be the amount of time, the value that the user has entered for the length of password that they want to enter. So first we will use we will create a window variable and assign it to the tk class. And now we will assign n to string var, which is a Tkinter class. And then we will also assign password to string var. And now data will be equal to an exclamation mark, an @sign, a hashtag, the $sign, percentage sign, the caret, an ampersand, an asterisk, and then both parentheses. So this will just make the password even stronger. And then we will also do string.asci letters and string.digits. So what we are doing here is just creating the data, which will be generated when random.choices is run, or generate is run, and it will find random.choices within the data here. So it will contain letters, digits, and then these symbols here. Now we will create a label from the TTK library, and we will pass in window, and then text equal to length. And then we will put it onto the grid by using column is equal to 0, row is equal to 0, and pad y is equal to 10, which will give the y a padding variable. Well, it will give the y variable a padding of 10. And now we will assign a new variable called combo to the ttk.combo box. And here we will pass in window, and then width is equal to 4. And we will also pass in a text variable is equal to n. There needs to be a comma just there, my bad. And then we're going to use a dictionary and assign the values to combo. And we are going to use a list comprehension with a for loop. So for I in range 6 to 21, it will be assigned to the values of combo. So this is literally just going to loop through the range of 6 to 21, and it will just assign them within the combo dictionary. And then we can assign the combo dictionary onto the GUI by using the .grid method. And we will pass in column is equal to 1, row is equal to 0, and pad y is equal to 10. And then next we will create a button. So ttk.button, and we will pass in window, text is equal to generate. And then we will use the command here that we set, well, the function we set up here by assigning it to the command. So generate. And then we will put it onto the GUI by using the .grid method. Row is equal to 0, column is equal to 0, pad y is equal to 10, and pad x is equal to 5. And then ttk.entry, we will pass in window again. The text variable is equal to password, which is what we set up here. And we will use the .grid method to put it onto the GUI, passing in row is equal to 0, column is equal to 3, pad x is equal to 5, and pad y is equal to 10. Now we will just use window.main loop, and then if we save it, and then cd into the desktop, and I'm just going to cd into where I saved this to. If I make this smaller, we should actually be able to see it open when it runs. Python password GUI, and here we have the GUI that's been generated. So I've just hit the generate button without passing in the value, and it's created an error. But if I now change the value to say 10 and generate, we get a random password made of up to 10 letters. But if I was to make this 20 and generate, we get one made for 20 letters, including symbols and digits. And we can do the same for 16. And if we just wanted to keep the same but didn't like the look of it, we can just keep pressing generate. That's all for today's video. If there's anything you'd like me to cover further, please don't hesitate in reaching out to me by dropping a comment below on Instagram or through my website. Stay tuned, as in my next video I will be going over for loops and how to use them. If you liked what we've been through today and you want to learn more, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date. Thank you, and see you next time.